Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have another showcase for you today, this time taking a look at a super unique team, Bonsly. Bonsly, yeah, it's gonna be awesome. A baby Pokemon. We also have Shadow Machamp and Alolan Raichu. So Shadow Machamp is a common Pokemon, but not really with payback. So we're taking a look at a payback Machamp as well as an Alolan Raichu. So really spicy team. I'm really excited to see how this plays out. Let's go ahead and dive right into the commentary. Of course, Shadow Machamp up against Politoed. So I believe the Machamp wins this matchup, but I guess we'll see. Politoed is really spammy. We do see a shield. Okay, we'll have to see how it plays out. So Machamp going to go ahead and go for the Crush Chop. Going to be doing a lot of damage. Politoed not as bulky as it is in the Ultra League, of course. We're going to see another attack, but Machamp is going to go ahead and commit both shields, so it's going to be another Weather Ball. And Machamp wants to get to this Crush Chop, able to get to it. Machamp can definitely live a Weather Ball, though, but we'll have to see. Okay, going to go ahead and get the shield there. So Politoed is going to go ahead and throw a Weather Ball. But again, Machamp can live this. Although it does do a lot. Can Machamp farm down or get to a Crush Chop? Oh no, the switch to catch, but not able to catch it. Actually just able to farm down with Volt Switch. Very nice. Unfortunately punished with Galarian Stunfisk. But the good thing about this is that Alolan Raichu has Grass Knot, so it is neutral to Galarian Stunfisk. So at least it can do damage against it. This is only a Rock Slide. And they'll probably Rock Slide and then farm down, to be honest. Actually, no, I don't think they're going to be able to get the farm. Okay, we're going to go ahead and see a Wild Charge right now. The Raichu maybe thought they couldn't reach the Grass Knot. A Wild Charge being double resisted. And it looks like they couldn't have reached the Grass Knot because this Stunfisk is going to go ahead and throw the Rock Slide. It will be enough to KO. Can Machamp come in and maybe... Oh no, Bonsly. Bonsly has counter as well. So we're going to go ahead and bring in Bonsly and go for the farm maybe. Okay, Rock Slide not going to KO. Earthquake would do a lot of damage. It's going to be Rock Slide. Okay, doesn't do too much. And we're going to see a farm down. Very nice. So in comes a Meganium. Meganium is going to be hit with multiple attacks, multiple Rock Slides. Unfortunately not. I mean, it's a pretty tanky Pokemon, so it's not going to KO. But it is going to do a lot. Going to switch to catch. I think that won them the game. Yeah, that definitely won the game. Frenzy Plant, even if that was an undercharge, still going to KO. And Bonsly is going to go ahead and go for a Rock Slide right now. And I think Bonsly can farm down with counter. Oh, that KOs. Okay, so just going to be a good game. Well played. Able to win that. That catch was huge. Definitely won them the game. So that was incredible. Really well played. This trainer also left a note saying they love to run Spice. So even if they don't hit like Legend or whatever, it's fine. They just love running Spice. Totally appreciate that. Totally understand it. So let's go ahead and see how the next game plays out. Shadow Machamp into Poliwrath. Okay. Okay, just going to go straight Crush Chop. Makes a lot of sense. Of course, you don't want to go Payback. You wouldn't want to go Rock Slide. So you have to go Crush Chop. That does do a pretty good amount of damage. Will the Machamp shield? They could shield and farm down. Yeah, I'm going to shield Dynamic Punch. That may have KO'd, to be honest. So good shield. We see another attack. I think this is only Ice Punch, though. So Ice Punch is not going to KO. Yeah, it is Ice Punch. It does do a pretty good amount of damage, but it doesn't KO. Hypno. Oh, man, couldn't get to the Payback. Tell me that would have landed. Tell me that would have landed. Okay, so in comes Raichu. I don't think they have enough for Shadow Ball, so this is probably an Elemental Punch. It is a Thunder Punch, so if they're going for Thunder Punch, I wonder what else they have. Because I feel like, I mean, if you have like a Fire Punch, you go for that, right? So, okay, it looks like they were able to catch a move on Registeel. So nice switch by the opponent. Unfortunately, Grass Knot. However, they shield anyway. So in comes Bonsly. Bonsly doing a lot with counter, trying to get to Earthquake. Do you shield this? Do you let it go? Gonna go ahead and shield it. Gonna be a Focus Blast, of course, being super effective. So are they gonna bait? Yeah, it looks like they're gonna bait with Rock Slide. We'll have to see if the Registeel decides to shield this or not. They do not, but I mean, at the end of the day, Bonsly should be able to win this matchup regardless, because look how low Registeel is. They actually get the shield there. So yeah, able to get the shield. Gonna be hit with a Focus Blast. I don't know if this KOs or not. It does KO, so Registeel does win that matchup, but able to get the final shield, which is ultimately, I guess, what you were aiming for. Going to go ahead and go for the Wild Charge. That will be enough to KO. And in comes this Registeel. Registeel is going to be hit with a Wild Charge. Going to be enough to KO, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played. So there we go. Registeel does go down. Yeah, great game. Well played. Definitely love it. Bonsly, I love it. It's really cute. Like, I love this Pokemon in general. I really do. I remember when it was revealed, to be honest with you. But, yeah, it's just such a cool Pokemon. It really is. Okay, so let's go ahead and move into the next one. Shadow Machamp into Vigoroth. Definitely a good matchup. Body Slam Spam is a thing, but they do switch into Talonflame. Out comes Bonsly. Bonsly does resist Brave Bird because it's a rock type, right? So they're probably going to go for Flame Charge. They do. It resists that as well, but, I mean, they don't want to get debuff themselves. But the Rock Slide is coming in. This is going to be enough to KO the Talonflame. They just let it go. A lot of trainers might not be familiar with Bonsly's moveset. I certainly wouldn't be if I ran into it. So we're going to see another Rock Slide from the Bonsly. That will not get the shield. But hey, I mean, that still does. For being resisted, that's decent damage, to be honest. But they do go ahead and throw the Hydro Cannon. If the Swampert wanted to farm down, they would have had to shield the next attack. So let's see what comes in. Oh, it's got to be the Machamp, right? No, it's going to be Raichu. Okay, I mean, I guess the Swampert is low enough that maybe you can get the farm, but you might want to shield this. No, just going to let it go. Okay, this does do a lot of damage. Now switching into the Machamp, so Machamp is going to go ahead and shield this. So taking the Hydro Cannon with Raichu and then bringing in Machamp, so saving the Machamp because they know Vigoroth is in the back. So that was actually a really solid play. Taking the hit with Raichu, saving the shields from Machamp, but Machamp had to shield another Hydro Cannon because another one came in. But anyway, this Machamp is going to go ahead and go for the Crush Chop. And it's going to be hit with a Body Slam. Machamp will have to shield this because this is going to KO. So we do see a shield. And are we going to see a farm down? Can they make it? No, they cannot. But one Volt Switch will be enough to KO from the Alolan Raichu. Keep in mind, Alolan Raichu is a Psychic type, so it is resisting counter. So able to get the Volt Switch and go for the Wild Charge. And this is going to KO Swampert. Wow, what amazing gameplay. What amazing gameplay. Okay, so that is going to take the win there. So I have shoutcasted for this trainer quite a bit as well. I always do appreciate it. It's always a pleasure. We also noticed that the Bonsly is best buddied as well. So let's go ahead and move into the next one. So Shadow Machamp into Bastiodon. This is definitely where you want to see it. Of course, Bonsly would actually be good against that as well. Farfetch'd, Galarian Farfetch'd coming in. You don't have to switch out of this because you have Bonsly, right, for the Pokemon later for the Bastiodon, although we do see a switch after they shielded. Okay, I don't know what attacks Galarian Farfetch'd has. It's going to have Brave Bird that is resisted, but it would still do a lot. We do see a farm down. Bastiodon is likely coming in, but again, there's two answers in the back to Bastiodon, right? So you don't really have to worry about it. We're going to see a Grass Knot come in. Alolan Raichu is a powerful Pokemon, so it's going to be doing quite a bit of damage. Going to go ahead and go for another Grass Knot. Just doesn't want to debuff themselves, makes sense. And going to go for, oh my gosh, couldn't get to one more. That Raichu actually would have won that matchup if they could get to one more. That's crazy. Bonsly is coming out right now. So going to be hit with a Stone Edge, totally fine. That does a pretty good amount of damage, but able to take it. Sirfetch'd coming out. So Galarian Farfetch'd and Sirfetch'd, that is awesome. So Shadow Machamp is coming in, going to go ahead and shield this Leaf Blade. And we're going to see a Crush Chop come in from the Shadow Machamp right now. This is definitely going to be enough to KO that Sirfetch'd. The shield makes sense. So the opponent is at shield. Shields it down all around. So they do go ahead and get it off an attack. But Bonsly could just counter it down and then take the win against Bastiodon because counter is double super effective. Or unless they can get to another move. Oh, they shouldn't be able to. No, okay. So Bonsly actually able to farm down Bastiodon. So that was actually a closer match than I originally thought it would be. But still able to win that one, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played. Let's go ahead and move into the final battle of the video. Let's give it up for this trainer. Thank you so much for sharing your battle experiences with us. We do see a Sea King on the opposing side, probably triple legacy. So Machamp is going to go ahead and go for the Crush Chop right now. And this Crush Chop is going to not land. They probably want to get off an Icy Wind. I mean, Icy Wind is going to be enough to KO at this range. So Machamp is going to go ahead and shield. It's also going to debuff the Machamp. It is Icy Wind. So Machamp is going to go ahead and switch out into Raichu. Out comes Obstagoon. Okay, again, counter being resisted. So Night Slash is super effective, though. So that is a threat. It's going to do a lot. It's not going to KO. The Wild Charge is coming out. Will the Obstagoon shield this? This might be enough to KO. This is probably enough. Let's see. It is not enough. One more Volt switch. They both go down at the same time. That is pretty funny. So let's see what decides to come in. Man, it would have been nice to have counter users against Obstagoon. In comes Umbreon, counter user against Umbreon. You'll love to see it. Umbreon is going to go ahead and go for an attack. It's going to be a foul play. So foul play coming in. Totally fine. We're going to see an Earthquake. Yeah, we're going to see an Earthquake from this Bonsly. And this is going to connect, doing a good amount of damage. Again, probably not familiar with Bonsly's attacks. Of course, at this point, I think Bonsly could farm down. Oh no, we're going to see a switch into Machamp. Machamp going to be able to farm down. Very nice, I like that play. Income Seeking, going to go ahead and go for the Cross Chop. And this has to get the shield. Yep. And yeah, this is going to be a good game. This will KO. I mean, if you let it go, you could shield it. It doesn't really matter at this point. Just going to let it go, and then Bonsly can come in and take the win. And that is going to be a good game, very well played. I'll see everyone in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a good day. Bye.